Hey Tara,
Hi, Mark.
so tell me, what is our upcoming workshop about and why are we already in heaven?
I'm so glad you asked. Yes, our upcoming workshop is called Heaven on Earth, Align with Your True Self. We are already in heaven because we choose to be, because we know how good it is, how good it feels. And we're going to be sharing about several topics, several things. What's one thing we're going to be sharing about? What's the juiciest thing we're going to be sharing about?
Well, I can't choose. I can't choose. Um, I would say the art of lovemaking
mm.
in the astral realms.
Yeah. Yeah. What's so good about that?
For one, it's really healing. And two, it gives you this sense of anything is possible, like multidimensional, connecting your energy body with somebody else that is on the other side of the planet, making love, and through that, with full consent, of course, through that divine union that happens in that moment, energetically, it feels as if all the chakras align with each other, and because of that, I receive, and the one that I'm experiencing it with receives so many codes for creativity and abundance and life and unity, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just oof,
Mm-hmm.
indescribable.
Yeah, I can second that. It is indescribable, but if we are going to describe it, it's yeah, it's like you said, opening. It's just everything starts to open and flow, flow so synchronistically, and the power in that, like the true power. So that's like the true self, right? Aligning with the true self is not having anything holding you back from becoming the highest vision of yourself.
Mhm. And from your feminine perspective, in this
Mm-hmm.
female body that you inhabit,
Yeah, for a little bit. Mm-hmm.
what is your perspective on the suppression of sexual energy and the release of that, and the full opening and the full surrender to
Mm-hmm.
life, to God, to creation, to
Mm-hmm.
the masculine in a sense?
Yeah. So, and that's why we came together really to do this workshop, because we experienced that sort of our energies together and how it felt like this infinity loop that just
Mm.
kept going. It was so strong. And both of us felt, nurtured in the ways we needed to, or in different ways. And so for me, it was very much, you asked about the suppression of feminine energy, and that's a super collective, long time wound, right, of the feminine.
Yes.
And what was most poignant for me was to experience a masculine energy that was really pure in intent and really clean, and not wanting to take anything and not asking for anything. Because as a woman, historically, that's what we do. We give, and it's oftentimes, in traumatic ways
Mm-hmm.
to the masculine, as we see just what the world is doing right now, right? So
Yes.
it's for me, and I know for you too, it's not about fighting for anything. It's about just remembering the truth of who we are, and then from that we stand in that, and we don't have to fight for anything. Our
No.
power just like surges out. It's so beautiful and so pure. um yeah. And for you, what is the experience as being in a male body?
It is such an amazing gift to be fully trusted by the feminine. Because even in the spiritual community, male they experience this lack of trust. And there's like, I've had several times where I just felt this beautiful soul connection, and I reach out and I connect, and then it gets too close or something, and the reflection is, I don't know what your hidden agenda is. I don't know what your hidden motive is. And that is, to me, it's so repulsive, because there is no hidden agenda here but to serve, right? And so to meet a woman or a feminine, or however you want to call it, female body, that is in full receptivity and full surrender and full openness to the gifts that come through me, and in this form it's through sexual energy, it is so liberating. And it's so awesome when these portals, these channels open up, and it's not just me giving, it is equal receiving, because of that flow that opens up, that 100% trust and openness and transparency and non-tabooness. And I'm feeling like there's a lot going on with sexual healing, tantric communities, whatever. Like, there's a lot going on, and I'm feeling like this is a way which is totally safe. It's like you're laying in your own bed, you're by yourself, but it's more intense than actual, like, of course it can be equally intense, but the experience is so much more multidimensional and intense than physical lovemaking, because there's no distraction from the physical. Like, in the physical you can experience, am I doing it right? Or like these little body language where you just, it's a turn off, right? And pressure and all of that. And like, in this way it's just pure energy. And these visions of making love in 5 different timelines at the same time, and my body reacting to that, it's like, it's magic. It's magic. And it's not just about that, it's about what opens up through that, the creativity. And it's just indescribable.
That like sexual energy is that what we create from, in this physical form. So if that's like blocked or, not fully flowing, it's not our full potential, our full power as man or woman, because as you're saying, like, as a man, I don't totally feel trusted. Like, that also contracts, your energy as well. And then, so like you were saying, this loop that we've been experiencing, and I know, with others as well, it's so healing to the collective, to these vessels, of course, but also, to the world. I mean, it's such a gift.
Because there comes this unique trust, like, I trust you as the masculine or as the feminine, and from that trust we build through trust. And what's happening in humanity right now, in the collective, there's a lot of like suppressed energy coming up, and a lot of resistance to what has been, like the Me Too movement and all of that, all in perfect place. But what we should take from that is coming together, and not like, of course there's space for women's groups and men's groups, but we need to come together to be able to heal the planet, because we're not going to be able to. That's it.
It's the divine. Wow, we have to, otherwise we just keep separating ourselves, and like, we're feminists, and we're, I'm not, saying nobody should be a feminist, but what does that mean to be a feminist? Like, we don't have to fight for it. We don't have to fight for rights or to be equal, or we already are. It's just standing strongly in that. So, which then leads us to being like our true higher vision, from our true selves, and what's really in alignment can then come through. And then we can actually start taking action, you know, using that masculine energy that has been so suppressed in so many women, or suppressed or actually hyperactive, I found as well.
Yes, not suppressed. I feel like the last decades, the masculine energies.
Like
try to be a gentleman. Try to hold somebody's door in this time, right?
I love that.
You love that because you're a true
door.
woman. You're an aligned woman. But I've experienced some crazy things.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I can do it on my own. I don't need a man for that. Like, what the fuck? Where's the room for chivalry?
Chivalry. Like, it's so beautiful and sweet.
It's supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
Aligned.
Yeah, aligned. Like there is in this illusion in creation, we do have the yin and the yang, like the male and the female. That is, you know, what our expressions are. Otherwise, we'd all just be, you know, like totally androgynous, and there would be no energy there. But it's like we have suppressed what we think are the negative aspects of masculine, and then hyper activated the ones that we think will get us somewhere as a woman, you know, like with work and things like that. Yeah, it's just time for the balancing, the harmony.
So what we're going to be doing in this workshop is, of course, this, right? We'll lead some things, we'll do some meditations, but there's also room for people to dive into their stuff.
Yeah.
To dive into their blockages, because like it's not the only way, of course, astral lovemaking. Like, it's not the only way to help somebody get back into alignment. It can also be through just tuning into somebody's energy body and just feeling out where their blockages are and listening to our own guidance and like giving them the tools to do it on their own for themselves. Because I do feel that it is a very potent energy, and it's also something that should be shouldn't be played with, so to speak. So when somebody is not ready to
surrender that deeply,
deeply, and from the male perspective, if somebody is not ready to initiate it yet, you can it and this happens in the physical as well. It can open up these wounds that create more trauma. If somebody does have hidden agenda.
Yeah, right. And maybe they don't even know what their hidden agenda is.
They don't even know it. And then the woman surrenders to them, and then like everything. Yeah. So I would say, somebody has to be fully ready to be able to experience this.
Right. But in the workshop, we're going to be doing some, you know, some guy.
Astral lovemaking?
Astral love? No, I don't know if we're going to be doing that in the work. I mean, who knows what happens, right? But most likely, I mean, the reason you and I came together is because we just felt really called by the merging of our energies, and we feel how powerful this can be for others to then elevate themselves and to clear stuff out. So even just being in this workshop, in our presence and working with us, whether it's through words or through energy, they're going to be experiencing that energy as well. So
nice.
And we're going to be, we're going to follow the flow of what feels like it's in the highest, but we really want to work with people and, you know, choose a couple folks who are ready and willing.
Yes.
And then
hence, this is another subject. Hence, it's going to be a paid workshop.
Yeah.
Because we want to have people that are ready, and we've both experienced through our gifts, and I've been so freely giving over the last few years. And I'm realizing that it's beautiful to give, and it's beautiful to give freely, and it's beautiful when there is an equal energy exchange. But I've also experienced that, and this is fully on me, I'm not a victim and I'm not blaming anybody, this is me. But when you give yourself away freely, when you give your gifts away freely, there are people who feel that energy that they can take from you, and they take it. And once you stop giving, they become angry. And I've experienced that recently,
Yeah.
where I just had to set a boundary. I said, like, listen, dude, I just don't have time. I don't have time. And I know you're dealing with some stuff and we can go into it, but you can book a session.
Yeah.
And so what we want to eliminate with what we want to create is commitment, people willing to invest in themselves.
Yeah.
So that we can really go deep into it with them.
Yeah.
And I always say, like, it's perfectly fine to buy a Gucci or Prada bag, but spiritual and emotional healing and aligning is worth a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty priceless.
It's worth a lot. It's pretty priceless.
It's I mean, it's life-changing, you know, if you're
exactly.
If you're showing up and you're really showing up and putting yourself in the position to receive. And yeah, it's very powerful. We both know that, and people know that too. So I think that's, yeah. And we're going to be, you know, also looking at those places where you're blocked, those limiting,
exactly,
all those limiting beliefs and what's in your system, and helping you, giving you tools, or just giving you guidance, so that you can, because I mean, how many times have you put off, you know, being what you know you really are? And you're just like, oh yeah, okay, whatever.
Yes, exactly. And that's what I've experienced recently. And this is also something that I want to present to people and give to people. And your calling work is perfect for that. What you've been doing, which I want to ask you about in a minute. I've had a vision of my ultimate form, like that, what I call my ultimate form, a year, 2 years from now. And I've had that experience before. And then I would do what you just described. I would be like, yeah, I'll get there. But I'm fine with where I am. I'm fine with where I am. I'm fine with my laziness. I'm fine with my procrastination. Yeah. It's perfect. It's perfect. I'll get there. I've seen the vision. I'll get there. No, fuck that shit. You have a vision. Bring it now and eliminate everything that's not serving you, because you're not serving yourself and you're not getting there.
You're not serving the world. And that's what we're here to freaking do, man. And it's like, yeah, of course we pull back. Everything's perfect. Everything's as it is. If the world blows up tomorrow, the universe doesn't blink an eye. The absolute's fine, right? But we didn't choose. We chose to be here for a reason. We chose to come to this planet. We have a mission. And if you're not currently serving that, then you're fucking around, you know?
You're full of shit. You're serving yourself.
You're full of shit. Yeah, exactly.
You shouldn't be in the spiritual community. You should be on an island by yourself.
Yeah, drinking coconuts.
Fucking.
Which I recommend, and that's also perfect. And we love you, even if
we love you.
We love you. It's okay.
Stay out of our lane. Let us do our work. Stop projecting onto us. We're here to
do this. Yes, exactly.
Because we're done with it.
Yeah, no nonsense, no bullshit, no bullshit. Yeah, we're ready. So if you're ready for that level of showing up and accountability, this is where you want to be. And let's see, we have like 3 minutes left. So
nice.
Yeah, nice. So our workshop is Sunday, August 18th, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central East. What is it called?
Central Eastern Time.
Central Eastern Time,
like Central European Time, I think.
Central European Time,
Amsterdam time.
Yeah, Amsterdam time. It's at 8 o'clock. Yeah. And the request, what we're asking is $144 for about a 3-hour session with us.
Which is nothing.
Which is like nothing. But we do appreciate your, your offering for that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For sure. 100%.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be able to do it without them.
Yeah, we wouldn't. I mean, of course, we're absolutely grateful. Any last shares? Anything else we're going to be doing? Yeah, we might. Oh, like you said, we might get into some calling work.
Yes. Yeah. Purpose
Calling. Mm-hmm.
Because that's a big thing that people are struggling with, I feel.
It is, and it's something that's it's like bridging I am God, and okay, right now I chose to be in this vessel, and like bringing God through in this expression, and giving you something really concrete in a way to make a list and go, okay, what's not in alignment with this, right? And we're going to write it down, and then it's out, and it's just so it's
to get back to that, I know that there's a lot of confusion as well with like the term I am God, and there's a pitfall in that as well, where people can take it in an egoic way. I'm realizing that in this role I'm in right now, ultimately we're all part of God. We're all part of God. God is everything. But as an entity, I am a servant of God.
Yeah.
Like an angel, so to speak.
Yeah, that's a great way to look at it for people who, especially who feel sensitive to, well, in the word God, you know, we could use universe or source. I'm, you know, I mean, I'm very clear that I am source, you are source.
Yes.
There's nothing separate from that. But absolutely, you know, it helps people sometimes to be like, okay, well, I'm in this body, and we are all servants of the one infinite creator, because that's just because it's what we are.
Exactly. That's so humble.
Yeah.
Nice. So I think we're there.
Yeah, I think we're good. So thanks everyone for watching. We're going to put the links with this video. So check out the Facebook event, go over to Calendly and book your spot, because we do have limited spots.
You don't want to miss it.
You don't want to miss it. It's going to be epic. Astral lovemaking, baby. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Flash.
Thank you, Tara Long.
Yeah. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.